Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. Welcome to English grade 8 video lessons. I'm your English teacher Zia Hamid. How are you? I hope that you're doing well. You're having a great time learning new things. Students, we are moved on to our unit number 7. Now that we have done all the SLOs of unit 6, the unit number 7's title is A Mystic Place. Yes, a mystic place. And our theme is on nature. And the sub-theme that we are exploring in this main lesson is natural beauty and geographical diversity of Pakistan and world. It means we will see famous tourist spots. Now, this is the sub-theme that we have addressed in the main lesson. I hope that you have read it. If not, you must have had a glance over it. This is a diary entry, and the narrator or the writer of the diary is talking about different places. Now, let's talk about a very quick overview and cover the themes that we explore in the main lesson. The first one is adventure and exploration. The diary entry recounts a thrilling journey through the mountainous region of Gilgit-Baltistan. Then we explore natural beauty. The writer describes the stunning scenery, including the Indus River, Karakoram Highway, Pasukons, and Hussaini Bridge. And the cultural experience, we explore this theme. The passage hints at the unique cultural experiences and interactions the travelers had along the way. So this is just a very quick overview. Now when you will read the main lesson, A Mystic Place, you can find all the hints of these sub-themes, and the main theme stays the same. This is about nature, appreciating nature, and learning about different places, going there and learn different things, and then write a diary or make a journal, as you can see in the main lesson. Now, since this is an introductory lecture, I would like to introduce you with different SLOs that we will be covering in this lecture series of unit 7. We will cover each SLO that are the way they are divided into different lectures and different parts. So for lecture number 1A, we will cover the SLO of using models correctly in speech and writing to create an effect and impact on the reader. Yes, we will talk about modal verbs. You are already aware of them. We will learn about them more and thoroughly. The next lecture will be of two SLOs merged into one. It says the first one is to use all types of tenses correctly in speech and writing. We will learn and revise our tenses, and the next one is to punctuate paragraphs and longer pieces of text correctly. This is about punctuation, which is a very important part of our grammar. Moving on to the next lecture, in lecture number 2, which is divided in different series. For 2A, we are going to comprehend and use contemporary idioms and proverbs in the different texts and in their speech. So idioms and proverbs are our main focus, and the next lecture is about using thesaurus and dictionary to locate synonyms or antonyms according to the context and use in writing. You are very much aware of the similar looking words, similar meaning words, and words with opposite meanings. We are going to look at them in different resource materials, and keep in mind the context. We are aware of the context. We have read it in the previous lesson, in the previous unit. Now, moving on to lecture number 3A, we will see these two SLOs. One is that you evaluate the literary techniques, for example, music or sound, imagery or visual effects, type of vocabulary and language structure that used in written and visual text to achieve a variety of purposes. So we will be focusing on the literary techniques, and we will see different aspects of it like illustration, imagery, etc. We will also talk about why such language is used and why the structure is in that way. Now, Then you will ask and answer simple and higher order questions. Yes, we know that questions are either they are simple or they can also be higher order questions to guide or assess reading. Why is the author saying this right now? And why did the author choose this word? How is this different from what I read somewhere else? Now, you will read a text, a passage, and also you need to answer higher order questions and also simple questions. We will differentiate between them and we will analytically and critically see those questions and their answers. Next one is our lecture number 3B that we will be covering. Now, again, these are two SLOs that we will be covering. The first learning outcome is to use common punctuation cues to aid comprehension when reading. For example, comma, full stop, exclamation mark, and all these different kinds of punctuation marks. So we will specifically be talking about punctuation. Then you will read and view a variety of reading age appropriate and high interest books and texts from print and non-print source. And what are you supposed to do is we will be focusing on personal recounts like diary entries, as you can see in the main lesson of A Mystic Place, or we will also learn about biographies, how they are made. We will read a couple of them and see how they work and how we can write good diary entries and also biographies. Now, for lecture number 3C, we will identify different points of view. For example, the first person or the third person narrative point of view. We will determine an author's point of view or purpose in a text and explain how it is conveyed in the text. So, we will be focusing on narrative styles in different points of views with examples. In the next lecture, you will demonstrate increased personal confidence by managing and being able to adapt or change the content of the spoken presentation and listening. This is related to your oral communication, students. You have to be very much prepared and gather your confidence up for this video lesson, and you have to be very much responsive. Now, the next lecture attached with it is of the writing competency, where we will see two SLOs. First one is about writing narratives to develop real or imagined experiences or events using effective techniques, relevant descriptive details, and well-structured event sequence. The narratives, which is containing a story element, it can be either real or imagined. We will see both their examples and we can see how we can write using the narrative writing techniques and how we can successfully do narrative writing, either it's based on real or imagined experience. This will be a very important lesson. Then you have to write a paragraph of free writing for fluency, creativity, brainstorming, or pleasure. Now, this is planning for writing strategy, and we will see the technique or strategy of writing freely in order to get our ideas on the paper. So these are all the lectures, and one last thing is the lecture 4, where we will use knowledge of letter sound, correspondences, syllabification patterns, and morphology. Morphology means the roots and affixes. We will learn about them to accurately spell unfamiliar multisyllabic words in context and out of context. So, this is about syllables, this is about writing correct spellings and according to the letter sounds. We will talk about syllabification, morphology. We will see what a root of the word is and how the affixes, the prefix and suffix works, and how we can handle multisyllabic words. Students, that's all the lectures that are all the lectures that we will be covering in this video lesson series. I hope that now you can read the main lesson, go through the chapter, and consistently watch these lectures to enhance your knowledge. I'll see you with lecture number 1. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.